Hey everybody, I'm Alabama Boss. This episode of Uncurrent Events brought to you by guns. If you don't like them, go yourself. This one right here takes us to Pennsylvania, where we have an episode of road rage. You know, road rage is bad, but this gets worse. So these two men, they get into an argument over something on the road. This one gets a little heated. They get in each other's face. They get close. They're not actually whooping each other's ass or anything, but it's road rage. They're heated. And then one man does the unthinkable. He takes a shit on the other man's leg. I read the story, and it don't look like he dropped trowel and bowed up, and held the guy down and shit on him or nothing. The man actually says, I got irritable bowel syndrome, and I got worked up and just kind of blowed everywhere. And it got on his leg. No big deal. Look, I eat a lot of crazy shit, and I'm on the interstate for a long time. I get worked up. I've never shit my pants from getting worked up. Whenever you get into an argument with somebody and you have a bowel movement on the other person, the only good thing gonna happen is everybody stops fighting right then. It don't matter how mad you are. You shit on somebody, that'll stop it. Do you want to fight anybody that's got shit all over them and got shit on you? It's like, well, okay, that's enough. I'm done. You win. You just shit on my leg. This one right here takes us to Memphis, Tennessee, where a grandmother was seen releasing her two grandkids from dog kennels out of the back of her SUV. Straight up bitch right here. If you put your kids in a dog kennel, you need whoop with a rubber hose. This old woman put her grandkids in dog kennels, and she said it was because there was no room. There's room for dog kennels, but there's no room for the kids that's in it? It makes no sense. To top it off, the kids told their grandmother, hey, we're hot back here. Can you cut the air on? And this old bitch rolled the windows up. She probably fired up a big 100 cigarette too and was just hotboxing that sumbitch. Yeah, I know it's not the end of the world for these kids to be riding in a dog kennel, but this is some screwed up thinking on this grandmother's part. She was arrested and charged with 2 counts of child endangerment. Hopefully they put her ass in a little old small cell like a dog and cut the damn hair off. This one right here takes us out to Sin City, Las Vegas, where there's an attempt to break the world record for the most people in an orgy. The current record for most people in an orgy is 500, and it's over in Japan. Despite having more than 1,000 people sign up for this record-breaking attempt at an orgy, only 375 showed up. Now they had to kind of expect this. There's 1,000 people sign up. They got to look at this and go, now how many of these people were drunk or really excited and was like, I'll do it, hell. And then like 24 hours later or whenever you sent them the little reminder on their phone, hey, you got an orgy this weekend, you gonna be there? There's gonna be about 1,000 of us. They were like, oh, 1,000 people in an orgy? I don't know, man. 300, that's okay, but 1,000? There's a lot of questions that go with this. Where do you have a world record orgy at? They've booked the Embassy Suites in Las Vegas. Is it in a conference room? It all has to be in one place. It can't be in separate rooms. I don't care if they have connecting doors. The orgies don't work like that. They're not doing the human centipede. How is this gonna happen? What was the plan? But luckily, Embassy Suites caught wind of this massive orgy gonna take place and they had to relocate. You can't let people have orgies in your hotel. It's not good press. There is no deposit that you can put on your credit card that will cover a world record orgy at a hotel. Wouldn't you hate to be the guy with a black light to go in after that mess? You'd have to be like you're visiting a chicken plant, going in with rubber boots on and a breathing mask. This one takes us to Alabama, where the cops have found a moonshine still, and they took all the moonshine. This one right here takes us to the World Wide Web. Actually, I think this one takes us to the dark web. There's this guy and all of his weird buddies that have this thing, kind of an agreement, that if they ever had the opportunity, they would eat human flesh. Not like a zombie, but they would like cook it, make it up into some dish and eat it. Well, lucky for them, one of their buddies had a motorcycle wreck, and he had to have part of his leg amputated. And what do they do with that leg? They make tacos. What kind of weird sicko does it take to say, hey, I don't really want to throw my leg away since they took it off. Let's eat it. And they all agreed to it. When I heard the story, I thought, well, they were tricked. His friends had to be tricked into eating his leg. He's like, I got y'all. They knew from the get-go that they were going to eat his leg, and they went through with it. Put it in soft shell tortillas and eat his leg. This is the world we live in, and it's f***ed up. What kind of conversation do you have after you eat your buddy's leg? How? How do you even talk to that guy? Remember that time we eat your leg? It was f***ing weird, wasn't it? We actually have a correspondent in the field. Ashley Taylor, are you there in Jeffrey Dahmer's basement with the ankle biters?
Thank you, boss. Guys, I'm currently here with Tom, who is feasting on his buddy's lower leg. Tell me how that tastes.
Kyle's not that bad tasting when you put lime on it.
Oh.
You just cook it up to a good 168 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, how's that?
Oh, it's so good. You want a bite?
Of course.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that was my finger.
All right, guys, there you have it. That's it for calf eating. Back to you, boss.
Calf? I thought this was human.
Thanks, Ashley. Be sure to save me some of that calf meat. I heard that's the good stuff. Now it's time for Dumbass of the Week, also known as People from Florida. Okay, this one takes us to Florida, where a man believes he's been sold bad drugs. And I'm not sure how he does it. It doesn't say in the article. He may have posted on Facebook, hey, I was sold some bad drugs, what do I do? Or he may even called the cops himself. But either way, he got in touch with the cops and said, hey, I've been sold some bad meth. I want to press charges. Obviously, the cops, do what they do. They help the man out. They said, look, bring your drugs in. We'll test them for free. Won't cost you a penny. This dumbass brings in his bag of meth, and they take it, and they take him down the hall, because he's already there, and put him in a jail cell, where he's held on $5,000 bond for possession of methamphetamine. It takes somebody living in Florida to fall for this shit. I mean, really? Really? You're that dumb? This guy fell for a post. He thought that he could take his meth, get it tested by the cops, and press charges on his drug dealer because he got ripped off somehow. I smoked this meth, man, and just don't get me high enough. I want my money back. Well, the good news here is they did test his meth for him, and turns out it was meth. I mean, it's really, the headline says it all in this one. What kind of idiot takes his damn drugs to the sheriff's department to get them tested? Well, that's all I got this week on Uncurrent Events. I'm Alabama Boss of Rated Red. Y'all have a good one.